Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR 09, and this is going to be the beginning of our LP with Greg Biffle's badass number 16 3M Ford. We're going to go ahead and go to season mode, which is right here. Full season, of course, even though it's not a full season if you change the schedule to like custom or 26, 11. Yeah, the only actual full season would be custom or 36. I don't know this other crap. But yeah, we're going to do legend difficulty, short 8% race length, which is closest to 10%. I mean, 12%, but that would just make it even longer, and I don't want to be doing something like that. If the races are short, it'll be more challenging. We're going to have pit stops on, normal damage, so our possibilities of blowing up are endless because I suck. And then we have cautions, of course. So yeah, and also no driving aids on for the entire season. Now, there are some tracks that I'm kind of concerned with how the races are going to go, because if cautions come out, supposedly tracks like Watkins Glen or maybe even Infineon, the AI, they don't pit. I think it's only Watkins Glen, though. I'm not sure. So, yeah, here we go. We've got Greg Biffle's 3M Ford, and he's also got a Jackson Hewitt paint scheme. Not nearly as good as the 3M Ford, and I'm picking this car right here and Greg Biffle because this is my favorite paint scheme in this entire video game and my second favorite all-time paint scheme in NASCAR history. My favorite would be Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Busch Series car, the 2002 Funai 250 win, which was a Looney Tunes paint scheme, the orange one. You could probably remember that one. So yeah, and we have the choice to go to change add driver, and that's how you change the paint scheme for those who did not know that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the swing of things. The Daytona 500, race 1 of 36. Long ass season. We got a long way to go, 16 laps. Alright, here we go. So yeah, I just had the music playing in the background on my TV. I should have turned it up to 12 like I usually do, because that was way into the song and crap doing the intro. Whatever. Also, Greg Biffle already has the freaking best lap, because apparently I raced with him at this track some time ago whenever I started this profile. Lap 5 cars. Actually, I remember this. I did lap 5 cars at this track already. But apparently it didn't count because the tracks weren't on the car. The cars weren't on the track. That's just a bunch of bullcrap. So hopefully I'll get credit for it this time, you dumb game. So there's a qualifying order. We'll actually be skipping qualifying throughout the entire season in every single race. I don't know if they're going to have an all-star exhibition race in this season. I don't know if they do that in this game. We don't get the shootout, which is kind of disappointing, but we never get to do that unless it's career mode. This is the qualifying order. Now, I'm pretty sure that it's in this game where if you go to qualifying, you get these same results that you see right now, the qualifying order. So I guess Mark Martin's on the pole and Kyle Busch is in second. And then everyone else is going to change positions because of the Gatorade duel. We're not going to attend the Gatorade duel, and that is just because we would make our way up to the front in that race and then have nothing to do in the actual Daytona 500. So this is just to keep things interesting and actually worth doing, you know? Alright, here we go. The Daytona 500 at Daytona International Speedway, starting behind Patrick Pontiac and Carl Edwards, my teammate. Green flag is out, and we're underway for the Daytona 500 at Daytona International Speedway. And the LP begins. Boogity, boogity, McBoogity. Amen. Alright, so I'm going to stick by the rule and not pass cars before the finish line. I'm never going to do something like that. Would like to work with one of my teammates. Out of all of them, I'd most likely pick Matt Kenseth, because he is one of my favorite drivers in NASCAR. Of course, they take off once we make our way through turns 1 and 2. It's just how these EA Sports freaking company, they program this crap. Ah, crap, I lost my run. Kyle Petty. Darn it. Yeah, I have the race sticker on, which is a good bit of information, by the way. Okay. Oh, golly. I get my nose under Kyle Petty. I just love this paint scheme. It's just freaking amazing. There's something about that I really love, how it's just designed and all. It's really innovating. Innovating paint scheme. Gosh. Now, I should work to make a bunch of allies, of course. I really want to just have everybody as my ally if possible. And that's obviously not possible, of course, but have as many allies as possible. Unlike NASCAR Thunder 2004, where I just had 5 specific teammates of my own by choice. My favorite driver, and then Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick. Yeah, all of them. So we're working with Casey Mears right here. Not Jamie McMurray. I ain't gonna work with him. He tried to kill me in NASCAR Thunder 2004. Remember that? We're not doing that shit. Okay, so Casey Mears is deeply in love with us, so we gotta get out freaking behind his car. Get your Pop-Tarts off of my face. Okay. He also has a Car Quest scheme that I know of. There's Kellogg's with Pop-Tarts, and then Car Quest. That is his Kellogg's scheme. I don't know if he's ever been racing the Car Quest scheme though. So we're in 33rd place. We've already made up 10 spots in the first couple of laps. Working with Reed Sorensen now. There's his teammate Juan Pablo Montaco right behind him, and me. Also, we got this freaking Richard Petty ripoff right here. I don't know why they had to let him in there. I don't even have the plate for that car. So, yeah, that's just how dumb this game is. They automatically let these kind of cars compete in these races. I hate that. Freaking fantasy drivers and shit. Whoa! See, in NASCAR Thunder 2004, it was just Busch Series drivers that they would let in. And eventually they would let in fantasy drivers. But, yeah. Okay, so Reed Sorensen is freaking reading my hood and shit. Okay, yeah, move over. This is my teammate, dude. Move over. I gotta get closer to him to actually make a move. Whoa, Matt Kenseth almost went 3 wide. Come on, go, Matt Kenseth. Orange Rex Jr. just closed the gap. We gotta do something intense, right? See, most of these PlayStation 2 games that can run on 16:9, by the way, I would, but it just doesn't look right, and I don't like it, because all it does is expand the width of the screen, and the screen, it looks stupid having everything in the center of it, and I don't like it. Like at the menus, everything's in the center instead of fitting the entire screen. It's not really the case in NASCAR 06. I kind of like NASCAR 06 as it is. We're working with Matt Kenseth right here on the outside lane. Bump drafting in the corners. I don't understand how the bump drafting in this game works, honestly. Sometimes you bump draft, then they slam on the brakes, and then it does that over and over again. It's like a loop. But then other times, it's like you bump draft them and they just take off and never come back. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I think I'm better off just sharing draft with them, honestly. I don't know. Bump drafting does honestly help, even though it slows you down. I don't know how that makes no sense to me, how bump drafting can slow you down, yet it actually helps you catch other cars. It's like bump drafting slows them down. Oh god, somebody checked up. And that sucked. I don't know, Matt Kenseth was stuck on the outside lane, we couldn't go anywhere, so that was definitely ridiculous. It was definitely ridiculous, that's all I can say about it. We can look around our car in this game, which is just amazing. That was very disappointing. Also, who the hell is that? The game doesn't even tell me. Okay, then. See, why am I going so much faster? I was just bump drafting. This game is so dumb. That's why I'm doing an LP with it, because it's really dumb. Granted, I think this game is either better or worse than NASCAR PSP. I'm not sure. We need to go. Is this Ryan Vickers right here? I can't tell the freaking cars apart. They look almost exactly the same. So we're going to work with Ryan Vickers then. And it's number 83 Red Bull. It's actually a Toyota. Actually, it's a whatever. It could be whatever it wants to be, because apparently EA Sports couldn't afford to actually have car brands. Shit. Car makes. Models. Gosh. Drafting slows you down. This is the best NASCAR game ever. Okay, so we're clear to go now. Like I was going 176, and now I'm all up in the draft, and I'm going 160 something. Okay, so we are in the top half of the field now. Fuel is halfway. Tires are now getting worn. Like that matters. A Daytona. Hardly. Got a freaking fantasy car right here. I don't like that. I'm actually very pissed off that I just wrecked one of my... Well, I didn't wreck him. I just bashed into one of my favorite drivers because I couldn't go anywhere. I don't know. They just kept slowing down, and then something caused that to happen. I have no idea what the hell just happened. I just wish I was playing a better game, but no, I can't be playing a better game whenever I'm playing this one. And this is the only game where this car is actually in it, isn't it? NASCAR 9 for PlayStation 3, but I don't even have that. Probably get it someday. I'm not going to put like PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 in the title. I'm just going to leave it to the thumbnail. If you don't look at the thumbnail to find out that it's PlayStation 2, shame on you for being lazy as hell. Also, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is back here. In 14th now. Okay, so we are getting somewhere. Gosh, I just went up the track right there. Okay, we're about to be halfway done with this race. Whoa! So there's AJ Allmendinger doing better than Brian Vickers, his twin teammate. So we're going to work with Brian Vickers. Apparently, Roush Racing now races for this Red Bull Racing team over here. This is, wow. I don't even know if you can race as Red Bull Racing in career mode. I wish I could, because I would totally drive AJ Allmendinger. Well, no, I drive Brian Vickers, because Allmendinger's good. Brian Vickers is, well, he can't even freaking race. He's not good. He's not that good. He wrecked his teammate and the most famous driver in NASCAR, or the most loved driver in NASCAR, and with that, he also won the race at Talladega in 2006 and whatever. Yeah, 2006, 2005, he didn't have that paint scheme. I saw that video a long time ago. It was Talladega. Brian Vickers just spun out Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. going down the backstretch on the last lap. Yeah, that was a fail. And yeah, so we're bump drafting Jimmy Johnson and slowing us down immensely. It's just wonderful. We're about to crack the top 10. Pit stops are probably going to begin this lap. We are getting pretty low on fuel. I'm going to stay out long enough to actually lap some cars, hopefully. So we got all those cars going in. I want to stay out as long as possible so that I can actually lap cars. We got Clint Boyer in his 07 car right here. Now, the reason why I picked this game for most of all is because whenever you look up NASCAR 9 PlayStation 2 to search for an LP, you don't get a darn thing. Like, you get a video or two, you know, just a few videos of people playing NASCAR 9 for PlayStation 2, and that's about it. Also, I just freaking lost these guys. I don't even know how. They just took off all of a sudden. They're all going down pit road now. Jimmy Johnson's behind me. I don't know if he's going, though. I guess he would be. Alright. So, hopefully I'm going to be actually getting credit for lapping these cars as they're coming off pit road. We're going to lead this lap, which will be really helpful to us. We're not going to be using any stupid pit strategy to win the race, of course. Alright, so we got cars getting on the track up there. Am I getting a medal? Am I getting a medal? Medallion? Whatever. There we go, finally. It didn't give it to me last time, and it had no reason to. Yeah, you can see the red indicators blinking, but it's for our own good. You run out of gas going through, like, turn 3 or something. Maybe before turn 3, you never know. I don't know. We might run out of fuel. I'm not sure. And we're going down pit road right this time. I mean, I would be doing something else that stupid. Alright, here we go. Slow down. Ali. NASCAR heat. Screaming in my ear. Yeah, we're going to get 4 tires, full tank of fuel. And, yeah, no crazy-ass pit strategy to... It wouldn't even... I feel like it's not even pit strategy whenever you don't need to do it in order to win the race. I mean, maybe doing it would win you the race, but I feel like it involves less racing. I mean, I feel like I'm racing these guys, not using some pit strategy to win the race because that was less involved. This is not going to help us. That's a great way to start the season. It's, we're going to Martin Tricks this shit. Freaking dumbass. How come these guys don't know how to change a freaking tire? Like, they don't know how to get off the ground. apparently I get this really fast pit crew or something. I mean, maybe it's because I entered pit road pretty quickly compared to them. But yeah, apparently Daytona 500 is an easy win. I mean, what the heck. I just had a pit road fail, and my car bouncing so much. Like they're way back there, like 7 seconds, and it's slowly counting down. But whatever. So my best lap is a 49.856. It's supposed to be like 47 seconds or something. Speaking of lap times, at Daytona in the Nationwide Series in this game, the record lap time is 46.3 seconds. And that's a lot lower than it is for the Sprint Cup Series. And did they fix my hood? I think they did a little. Not sure. Yeah, so this race is just going to be a really easy win all of a sudden because apparently my pit crew messes up and they still have terrible pit crews. Either that, it's because I got off the track and didn't slow down a ton and just take forever to actually get down pit road. Because you saw what I did. I was like off the track full speed and then slowed down a lot later than they did. This is too innovating. What the heck? The boring last few laps of the race because this game just went dumb. I feel like this can also not happen. I think sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You know, this whole they're way back there after my pit stop, or whatever. Also, that car that DNF'd earlier, I couldn't see who that was. I'm gonna look at the race sticker and find out in a bit. I mean, unless you were looking at it and saw it, I never saw it though. Dinger's way in the back of the field. Edwards is still way in the back. It is Mark Martin. He started on pole, and now he's... What is with my channel and having to have the biggest freaking tough brakes, like the toughest ass brakes in all of NASCAR, all on my channel. Someone gets the pole and then gets a DNF and finishes last place. Like this is like the 5th time that's happened on my channel. Well, probably not even the 5th, maybe like the 6th or 7th. I don't know, I haven't been counting, but there was Dillon R. Jr. and Sterling Marlin, other drivers, I can't remember them all. My goodness, this is ridiculous. What happened to Mark Martin? So you got them tire marks going through turn 1 because of whatever happened, what was it, like 5-6 laps into the race? I don't even remember what lap that happened on, but front of my car got ruined, and also whenever we use this camera right here, the wall is in the way, so it looks at the top of our car. That could be the thumbnail, you know. Just looking at the ceiling of my car. But, ceiling. The roof. We can't even look at the ceiling of our car. We've got all kinds of camera angles in this game. And this. Yeah. Well, this is not all that exciting. Okay, this is not the best place to use this camera angle. And of course we've got this. Why am I turning left down the backstretch? Hey look, a spoiler. A wing, whatever. I don't know, some games call it spoiler, some games call it wing. So yeah, it's the last lap of the Daytona 500. I'm going to unrealistically win it, like Greg Biffle or something. I'm also going to lead the most laps, I'm guessing. I'm not sure, because... I don't know. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. Depends on lead changes. There we go. Greg Biffle just won the Daytona 500. Piece of cake. It's one of the easiest tracks to win at in all these NASCAR games. Let's do some freaking donuts to some uncopyrighted ass music. Alright. Do-do-do-do-do. Alrighty. We're just look at how great these freaking physics are. You can't even do donuts. The car's moving slow as hell. Okay, well, let's do some donuts in the infield then, because that's also pretty fun, right? Infield donuts. Daytonuts. Daytonuts. Like my toe. Daytime testicles. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna go pit road speed, whatever, and then our pit stall, and oh my god, this really sucks so bad I can't enter my pit stall. There. It's impossible in your freaking pit stall in this game. Anyway, I got 2 medallions for that because I lap 5 cars and I mastered the track and whatever. Alright. And you also get a gold medallion, I think, for completing tasks in career mode on... That's only on Pro Play, though. So, maybe someday I'll get to a career mode in NASCAR 09. That's going to be a long, long time from now. And we'll get to getting those medallions as well, or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so there's our top 10. Greg Biffle finished first, because I'm racing as Greg Biffle. Kevin Harvick second. Tony Stewart third. Michael Waltrip fourth. Regan Smith fifth. David Rudiman 6th, cars crashing in the background, whatever that was. Jimmy Johnson 7th, Kurt Busch 8th, Brian Vickers 9th, and J.J. Yeley finishes 10th. Let's go ahead and look at these highlights. Apparently, the third highlight rule involves me driving around in circles. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, only 3 highlights then. So here's me working with Matt Kenseth like I should have been the entire race, but apparently the game didn't want that to stick. I'll try to see whatever the hell happened, though. All I know, I was on his bumper, pushing him, and, you know, that kind of thing, and then it was just wreckage. And here we are, going into turn 1. Can't see anything. I don't know. They don't want us to see what happened. I'll just have to look back on the stupid freaking footage. It sucks. But anyways, I'll go ahead and scroll through all this crap. Yes, I did lead the most laps. I led 7 laps in this race. We did have 4 lead changes. Kevin Harvick and Tony Stewart led some laps. Look through all this. Bobby Labonte led a lap, and then he wound up in 13th. Just looking through all this junk. My teammate Matt Kenseth started 26th and finished 31st. That's disappointing. I need him to do good in this freaking season, because I'm freaking Greg Biffle. David Reagan 35th, Carl Edwards 40th, and Jay McMurray 42nd. I have the crappiest ass teammates. Mark Martin, our pole sitter, he went 6 laps, led 4, and then he went kaplooey. So, that is it for the first race of the NASCAR 09 Let's Play with Greg Biffle's Bootylicious number 16 3M Ford. And we had Matt Kenseth in Victory Lane with us, which is awesome. Victory Lane music is just trash. Oh my gosh. So we'll turn up the volume on the music, and let's go ahead. Look at the standings. It's not going to be any different from the race, though, really. Yeah, we can just look at all that. If you find a driver, whatever driver you like, looking for them in here. All my teammates, they freaking suck. Golly, that is sad. I've got some terrible-ass teammates. Well, so the next race, of course, is the Auto Club 500 at Auto Club Speedway. 20-lap race, race 2 of 36. We will still be racing our main paint scheme in that race as well. And that's about it. So, see you next time. That's that. And episode over.